A couple of days ago, I read an article about triboluminescence in quartz. I thought that's interesting. That's one of the things I've never actually tried to do. So I have a couple pieces of pretty clear crystalline quartz that I purchased from a gift shop at the Dinosaur Valley State Park, our trip out there last fall. So I thought I'd try these. And then I read another article that said what you really need is what they call milky quartz, something more like that. It's not so much clear and crystalline. So we've got tons of this stuff in our yard. So I just went out and picked up a few pieces and washed them off real good. Of course, they're still basically dirty, but I dried them with a hairdryer. Any moisture is probably going to kill it, but because it's basically an electrical phenomenon, either triboelectricity or piezoelectricity or combination of both. I'm going to go upstairs into a closet where it's dark and we'll try this. Let's talk about triboluminescence. This is from Google's BARD-assisted search. Triboluminescence is the emission of light from a material as a result of mechanical energy. It's a type of mechanical or mechanoluminescence, which is the emission of light from a material as a result of any mechanical action. The term triboluminescence comes from the Greek words tribon to rub and lumen to light. Triboelectricity, this is also from Google's BARD. Triboelectricity is the electrification of dissimilar objects or materials that occur due to the collision resulting in a phenomenal flow of electrons from one material to another, balancing the potential difference. The triboelectric effect, also known as triboelectricity, triboelectric charging, etc., describes electric charge transfer between any two objects when they contact or slide against one another. Piezoelectricity, also from BARD. Piezoelectricity is the ability of certain materials to generate an electric charge in response to applied mechanical stress. The word piezoelectric comes from the Greek words piezon, to squeeze or press, and piezo, which is Greek for push. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is try this clear quartz. I'm just going to take one of these and try to scratch the other one with it with the lights out. Hopefully it'll be in a view of the camera, and we'll see if we get anything with that. I didn't see anything. So now I'm going to try using this one to scratch this one. Let's see if we can see something there. Oh yeah, look at that. How about that? Let me try some of these other pieces. This is another one. In fact, I'll show it. It's this one here. Stained with red dirt stain, but it is dry. Oh yeah, look at that. Works good. How about that? I'm going to try another one. I'm going to scratch this one with that. Oh yeah. Yeah, you can see this really well. Apparently the light is actually appearing within the quartz. It's milky because of inclusions, like little gas bubbles or something. That's probably what's ionizing, not so much the air around it. Now I'm going to try to scratch, see this clear piece, this milky one here. You can see where I've been scratching. It worked really good with another milky one. I'm going to try this clear quartz on it and see what that looks like. Oh yeah, you can see it. Not as good though. Let me see if I can. Yeah, so apparently the thing that's being scratched needs to be the milky quartz. Okay, I'm going to try to get a video of this slow motion in the dark. Doing like that. We'll see what happens. Okay, I'm using my Flare 1 attachment for my iPhone to see if I could see any kind of triboluminescence that'll show up in these thermal infrared wavelengths. Okay, this is my Flare 1 attachment. Same thing. You can definitely see it. I guess you would expect that because the friction is going to cause a warm spot. I'm not sure that's the triboluminescence other than just a thermal heat from the friction. Let's turn the lights completely out in here and see. You can see it. There might be some in that wavelength range. It's hard to say. But this is just on the, I've got a paper on that tabletop. You can see it heats up just like that. So it's hard to say whether that's thermal infrared triboluminescence or just simply the heat from the friction. Okay, if you're interested in trying this, don't try buying any fancy big clear quartz crystals. Just go out in your yard or someplace where you know you can find this just plain old, what I call just typical quartz. I think they refer to it as milky quartz. And all these pieces exhibited the triboluminescence. This clear stuff did not. But if I scratched a piece of milky quartz with it, then you would get the triboluminescence because that's apparently appearing within the quartz. So I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please like the video. If you got any comments, please leave them. I'd appreciate it. And so you just take this like this, maybe a sharp piece and another one that's milky quartz, and just scratch it really hard. The harder you scratch, the more likely you're going to get a flash of light. So please subscribe if you haven't. Like the video. Thank you for watching.